Hello and welcome to this magical mystery tour. This is about Reiki 2.0, which is going to be used to help activate and awaken the new human's 12-strand DNA. At least this is my intention, and this is the intention, I am told, by all the intelligences behind this project. So let's begin and let's have some fun. I will begin briefly by just explaining who I am and what I do. I'm a researcher, writer, an educator, a psychologist, an astrologer, and an intuitive consultant. I offer 3-level archetypal astrology readings using tropical, draconic, and galactic astrology, which offer information on one's soul plan and provide practical guidance. I'm also a vibrational healer specializing in traditional and futuristic forms of Reiki, which I'm here grouping under the name of Reiki 2.0. Last but not least, you can book a personal consultation with me by visiting galacticnews.blog and writing to ptrottaastroconsulting@gmail.com. Reiki 2.0, let the magic begin. Confession time. My relationship with Reiki started off on the wrong foot, to say the least. Let's just say that I have been hearing one person too many claim specialness and exclusivity with regards to being able to access this special Reiki energy, theoretically only available to those who had been initiated by a Reiki master, and so on and so forth. Actually, as things stand, nothing could be further from the truth, as I was able to find out a few months ago, thanks to the work of pioneering Reiki master and teacher Brett Bevel. Bless him. What happened in the last century was that Reiki was passed on secretly, and the associated symbols learned at a considerable cost from a Reiki master had to be burnt once written and learned, plus all kinds of unnecessary secrecy drama, really. Reiki, however, is a free, divine energy available to all, as all are a part of creation. In fact, being initiated can easily be done at a distance nowadays, and there are links to do so for free in my article on the blog and on the Reiki page on galacticnews.blog. Above all, thanks to a few courageous people, Brett Bevel included, Reiki has now finally been brought not only into the new century, but decidedly into the new millennium. Let's have a look what Reiki is for. Reiki 2.0 is futuristic, it is quantum as it goes backwards and forwards in time, and it can easily teach us about practical magic once we learn to let go of our inherited limitations. Reiki 2.0 is not only about healing and self-healing, it is about a path to enlightenment. It is actually a very efficient and effective way of bringing so-called divine energies into every part of the day in everyday life. For example, you can send Reiki to past and even to future traumas. For example, to your own death or the death of your beloved pet, or the death of a parent or somebody dear to your heart. You can send Reiki to situations, to contracts, to anything in your current, future, past, or even parallel lives. You can send Reiki to the body and to food, and you can actually also use it for healing and for activations too, yes indeed. Here, it can be used to gently develop and reawaken all those abilities inherent in being alive in a human body, which have been dormant for ages. That's great. And now on to 12-strand DNA for Homo galacticus. I read about our human 12-strand DNA in the early 1990s via Barbara Masiniak's channeled book, Bringers of the Dawn, which I still recommend to this day. It's a great book. Then much later, in 2010, Kryon, via Lee Carroll, provided a bridge between the rigorous scientific world of DNA and the intuitive, unprovable world of inner visions of DNA in his 12th book, The 12 Layers of DNA. Interestingly, the information offered by Lee Carroll in this esoteric book is a type of advanced Hermetic information put in terms that, unlike much of the coded mystery school traditions, can actually be understood. Yet, the book clearly states that much of what is being described may never be provable with physical scientific instruments, but it may allow the ability to peer deeper into the core of DNA and see if it is willing to reveal any answers not before seen. The observation that 96-97% of the human genome is felt to be non-coding junk indicates that there are more layers of mysteries to unravel in our understanding of DNA. The 12-strand portrait is quantum. A word seen by Kryon is interchangeable with multidimensional. So should our DNA layers be seen as multidimensional. In fact, in the book, there are several explanations of the so-called junk DNA being the real energy of our spirituality. Right, let's have a look at what Kryon has to say about DNA in general. Just a few snippets, really, because the book is really long and we can't summarize the whole book here. Kryon says that DNA is the crossroads between God and man, and it vibrates with the essence of the truth of the universe. DNA contains the creator energy, and that of all your lifetimes. It's a place where physics meets spirituality, and a place where complete peace and solace of consciousness are achieved. Although it exists in 3D, it is one of the only structures that is mostly multidimensional, but hiding within a 3D chemical shell. The DNA becomes a portal of connection with spirit itself, and is never without this connection. Never. Now, can you imagine what it carries with it in order for it to create the mastery that is available to you? That's interesting, isn't it? But the plot thickens because, according to Kryon, there is a connection between our DNA and the Pleiades. Let's read on. Kryon started in about 1990 or so, telling us about the seeding of human DNA with spiritual attributes from afar. It's the story of the Pleiadian connection and the beginning of Lemuria. Kryon's statement is this: don't go back in history any further than 100,000 years to find humans who are like you. Anthropologists tell us that humans were in development long before that. So what's Kryon talking about? It's about an extremely controversial premise that has our human DNA being changed by those from another star system about 100,000 years ago. Actually, ancient indigenous lore passed on from generation to generation says the same, so it is nothing new really. In November of 1998, Kryon channeled that from about 100,000 years ago to about 50,000 years ago, the many kinds of humans existing on Earth began to slowly diminish. One kind had been given the DNA change by the Pleiadeans, and this one kind had slowly replaced all the other kinds. Now, this might be due to intelligence or increased comprehension. It might have been that the one kind was better at survival. Interestingly, a drawing of several kinds of human beings can be found on the cover of Scientific American of January 2000. The title of the article inside was, "Our species had at least 15 cousins. Only we remain. Why?" You can actually find a copy of the cover of this magazine in Kryon's book number 8 on page 369. It will be interesting to see what the Pleiadians had to say in Bringers of the Dawn in 1992. Our ancestors were some of the original planners of Earth, orchestrators who seeded worlds and civilizations with creativity and love. Our ancestors gave their DNA to the original planners. The original human was a magnificent being with tremendous abilities, whose 12 strands of DNA were contributed by a variety of sentient civilizations. The original biogenetic example of the human was given incredible information, was interdimensional, and could do many things. But this is a free will zone where everything is allowed, so later on, certain creator gods won the territory and raided Earth approximately 300,000 years ago. When the new owners came in, they created versions of humans with a different DNA, the two-stranded double helix DNA, in order to easily control them, or at least more easily anyway. These magnificent creator gods are described as human reptilian by the Pleiadeans, and they call them the Lizzies. You have come to Earth at a place and time when evolution is at hand. A major leap is about to take place that you came to participate in, and you are not alone. For many energies are coming to Earth now to participate in this great, magnificent project. One of the most exciting aspects about being on Earth right now is that there is a reordering or a retooling taking place in your DNA. Cosmic rays are coming onto the planet so that a change is being broadcast and a reordering is taking place inside the human body. The DNA, in a nutshell, is evolving. Your DNA will evolve from 2 helixes to 12 helixes. These 12 helixes correspond to energy centers or chakras inside and outside of your body. Millions of you on the planet at this time are on assignment, and you have agreed to carry the frequency to accomplish this. This is the evolution of superconsciousness, the evolution into the highest aspect of your being. You do not need to worry about becoming this being, for you already are this being, and you just need to remember it. Now, may I suggest that Reiki might just help this process? Let me add. But there is more than that our Pleiadeans, our cousins, want to add. The book is long, so we'll just again see a few snippets. DNA is a living history of truth and life. DNA holds the code, the Pleiadeans say. It holds the blueprint of identity, the plan for existence, the history of the universe, and the history of life in this particular place. And it is stored within the cells of humans. What the scientists call junk DNA has been dormant in your body for a long time, and it is now becoming activated. What scientists are calling junk houses the perceptions deep inside of your body that will allow you to become an entire perceiver, a fourth dimensional being. This awakening DNA will allow you to change your eyesight, change your hearing, increase your lifespan, and so on. This dormant part of the DNA that has baffled the scientists is now coming to life. During the course of the Earth's history, there have been many different species who have lived here. You have convinced yourself that humanity is native to this planet. No, no, no. Human beings were put here. As a species, you are currently being biogenetically altered by the beings who created you and who redesign your DNA at periodic junctures in your history. This time period was designed by the original creator gods or project designers for them to come back and take over this place and return it to its original plan. Earth was originally designed as an intergalactic exchange center of information, a living library. The original planners are not about to lose the territory. Millions have been called to participate. The original planners are after much more than this particular zone here. They are after a shift in the universal DNA. They want the entire universe to orchestrate a new symphony in consciousness. They are not only after the re-establishment of frequency availability on Earth. That sounds grand, doesn't it? In the recording of a Reiki session I'm offering, I'm addressing the changes in the DNA, as well as sending Reiki to the body, to the meridians, and the acupuncture points, and the body, every single organ in the body, and the food, and everything else. But can I provide guarantees that the recording and Reiki session will awaken all starseeds' DNA? Of course not. But having said that, I do know that Mikao Usui himself, the father of Reiki, is behind the recorded session and behind any healing made freely available on my website. In fact, when he showed up as one of my guides in my Reiki adventure, initially I could only figure out that he looked familiar, as he presented himself in an older version than the pictures of him I had previously seen. You could have knocked me with a feather when I finally realized I was looking at Usui himself in my meditation. An honor that was just about the last thing on my mind. I wasn't even thinking of him. I wasn't expecting it. I wasn't even wishing for it. Thus, I know that Reiki 2.0 is most certainly in more capable hands than mine, and so it should be. I am only a human facilitator, no more and no less. Plenty more guides are powering this experience, and any decision about one's activation is in the hands of each individual soul that decides to use the Reiki recording at disposal. Thank you for your attention. Here begins the experiential part of the presentation. My guides highlighted the fact that this presentation needed to have a substantial part that was going to be experiential, and so they're taking over now. I hope you enjoyed the highly abbreviated version of part of the story of what seems to have happened to human beings on Earth and our DNA in the past few millennia. Can I prove it? Again, of course not. But something feels right in the whole story here, and Reiki cannot certainly harm you in any case. It can only do good. So now, without further ado, I suggest we proceed with our Reiki 2.0 session, which I suggest you listen to in a relaxed position and with your eyes closed. Let's take a deep breath and let's begin. Welcome to your Reiki day, the session designed to bring universal energy into your body, mind, and spirit, as well as into your food, your drink, and to every interaction you have. For receiving the Reiki, it is advised that you either lie down or are seated in a nice, comfortable position. And I'm beginning by sending Reiki to your nervous system. This beautiful light, universal life force energy flowing into your brain and nervous system. And I am inviting now this light to flow into your respiratory system, into your lungs, your nasal passages, all airways in your body receiving Reiki now. And from here, inviting Reiki to flow into your digestive system, into your stomach, your intestines, all aspects of your digestive system receiving Reiki now, addressing also any allergic reactions to certain foods and bringing healing and the right balance to them. The wonderful Reiki energy goes now to the liver and the kidneys, very important organs in the body. And from here, inviting Reiki to flow into your muscular system, into all the muscles, all the ligaments, all the tendons of your body, all receiving Reiki now. Sending Reiki now to your reproductive system, to every organ and tissue there, thus keeping the body strong and perfectly healthy. And from here, inviting Reiki to flow into your lymphatic system, into all the lymph nodes, all the lymph fluids of your body, all receiving Reiki now. And from here, inviting Reiki to flow into your circulatory system, into your heart, your veins, arteries, capillaries, all aspects of your circulatory system receiving Reiki now, including the blood that flows through your system. And from here, inviting Reiki to flow into your skeletal system, all aspects of your skeletal system, all the bones, all the cartilage, all the vertebrae of your spine, all receiving Reiki now. And from here, inviting Reiki to flow out into your eyes, mouth, throat, ears, and all of your major and minor glands and all of your major and minor organs, just to cover anything I may have left out. And from here, inviting Reiki to flow into all of your chakras, just to clear them of any psychic or energetic debris that is not serving your highest good. And from here, inviting Reiki also to flow into all of your meridians, just to clear them of any psychic or energetic debris that is not serving your highest good. And from here, inviting Reiki also to flow into your DNA, activating all the original 12 filaments, which are responsible for the development and awakening of your full human potential, so that superpowers can get gently activating within you and incorporated into all of your senses in your everyday life. And from here, inviting Reiki to flow out into your mental body, that energetic layer of the aura where your thought conditioning and mental patterns are held. Bring in this beautiful Reiki light into that aspect of your being, just to release any thought forms that are not serving your highest good. And inviting Reiki now to flow into your emotional body, that energetic layer of the aura where your emotional conditioning is held, just to bring a sense of serenity and peace to the emotional body. And from here, inviting Reiki to flow into your karmic body, that energetic aspect of your being where your karmic conditioning is held, the patterns that sometimes keep us stuck from past lives or earlier conditioning from this life. So bringing the beautiful light of Reiki into the karmic body to help release whatever conditioning is ready to be released in this moment. And just keep breathing, just keep allowing this energy to move through you. And from here, inviting Reiki now to manifest what I call a Reiki sphere of divine grace, which, if you could see it, would be like a huge bubble or a huge egg filled with the light of Reiki, totally around you on all levels, so that only the highest and purest energies reach you and you're fully protected at all times. Beautiful. And from here, inviting the Reiki to bring you into a Reiki meditation for deep stillness and inner peace. And also inviting the Reiki power to bring the cellular consciousness in each cell of your body into a Reiki meditation for self-love. Beautiful. Just feel yourself merging with and absorbing that vibration of self-love at the cellular level. And from here, I am inviting the Reiki power to create a portal 6 inches above your crown chakra, connecting you to the Reiki temple of divine light, inviting the Reiki of the wonderful healing colors green and blue to be sent to each and every cell of your body and every organ of your being, to take care also of any conditions that need to find balance within you. And I'm inviting now to the Reiki power to also create Reiki lasers from each and every bone in your body to each and every other bone in your body, from your day of birth until now, creating a beautiful web of intense Reiki light inside of your physical self. And from here, I am sending Reiki to clear your gates of consciousness, which are 2 important acupressure points at the base of the skull, top of the neck. They are areas where other people's energy can often attach to us, while also inviting Reiki of the color blue to be sent to all layers of your aura. And as this energy unfolds with you, I am now going to send this beautiful Reiki energy into your day, as you are still receiving energy in all these different layers of your being, both on a physical and energetic level. So now inviting Reiki to flow out into your day, into all aspects of your day, whether it's at work, at home, in the office place, or driving to and from work, or wherever your day might carry you. Sending Reiki out into your day, into the space between you and all that you will interact with on this day. Sending Reiki directly into the workplace, however that may manifest for you, even if work means being at home and doing work around the house, or studying and writing, so that those two might be inspired. Sending Reiki now as well into every breath you're taking today, purifying the air that is flowing into your lungs. Sending Reiki now to each breath and literally inviting the Reiki power to attune each breath that you're taking today to the energy of Reiki, so that that beautiful energy becomes part of you as you breathe it in. And inviting it now to also attune each drink that you will take today, whether it's a glass of water, a cup of tea, whatever it might be, attuning all that water you will be drinking to the Reiki of energy, to the energy of Reiki, so that you are literally consuming this life force energy with every drink that you take. and inviting the Reiki power now to also attune and empower all the food that you're going to eat today to the energy of Reiki, so that you are literally eating Reiki as you eat your meals today, bringing that beautiful vibration into each morsel of food that enters your mouth on this day. And just keep being aware that as we're doing this, as we're moving through this, the energy is also still flowing to each organ and organ system of your body, each layer of your aura, each of your chakras, all of your meridians, your DNA, your cells, all receiving Reiki now. And from here, also inviting Reiki to manifest a portal directly above you right now as you're listening to this. 6 inches above your crown chakra, to whatever healing aspect of the divine would be most important for you in this moment. And as that divine and cosmic energy flows in through your crown, it's adding to the power and amplifying the healing presence of this Reiki energy. Just let that move with you and through you. And inviting Reiki power now to actually attune your entire day to the energy of Reiki, for things to flow smoothly, easily, and in perfect harmony with your highest good on this day. Sending Reiki also to your sleep to improve its quality so that you can rest peacefully and recharge your energies after communing with your oversoul as you peacefully sleep. Note that this treatment is for today only, just for today. But if you want to receive it again, you can listen to it again tomorrow. And from here, so that you're ready to go back to a normal waking consciousness, let me invite Reiki to shift all the different lines of light that it has been sending to now be for the most gentle and most perfect form of integration for you. Now, on this day, in this moment. And now, as this occurs, you may feel the energy become just a little more heavy and dense, a little more earthy, because it is reminding you that even though you're a spirit, a soul, a being of light, that you do exist in the world of form. You do have a body, and it's important to remember that we are beings that exist in the physical realm. So as that energy is working to remind you that you live and express yourself in this world of form, you may feel just a little more dense, a little more earthy. And as that energy comes to a place of fullness and fruition, at this point, I just want to thank you for allowing me to bring Reiki into your day, into every aspect of your day. And I would like to thank you for the ability to let me serve you in this way. And also give a little thanks to Dr. Usui, the founder of Reiki, who has brought us this beautiful energetic gift, and to all the beings that helped us receive Reiki today. Now allow yourself to come back to the present moment, back in the room where you are, back into your body, fully grounded. So again, I want to thank you for filling your day with Reiki and allowing me the opportunity to be of service to you. Thank you, and have a wonderful day.